I have given up on doing like normal introductions or saying hello or whatever. We just do noises now. I have chosen to just stick to only noises from now on. Oh yeah, hello. Thank you for the pad. Welcome in. Game. It feels like it was only yesterday when it was in fact a few more days ago, but we are back with Slay the Princess. And this time I'm going to actively hunt for more specific endings. You haven't not done noises. Yeah, but like actually I have. There has been times when I would say a proper sentence. To be like, oh hello. I mean, actually, what I went with for the longest time was just hello, good evening. But that one always fucks me up if for some reason or another I don't do an evening stream. So I was like, oh fuck, what do I say? It's not evening. But yeah, we do like noises. So see, the goal today is I actually looked up a little spoiler-free. Someone put it in the guide section of Slay the Princess, where they made a really nice overview of the different paths to go down, like really basic, just like act like this, and then you should get here. So I think this time around I want to try to go for some even more specific endings that we haven't seen yet at all. The random 11 AM Persona streams, and those were good. The only I just recently talked about the Persona streams again because the only reason those are so long is because I did just spend the entire day playing them. It's like wake up, start stream, play Persona for 10 hours straight, go to bed. To be fair, I think once we're maybe hopefully done with the attic sometime this year, maybe I can do streams like that again as well, and I won't be as limited to just during the evening, because that way I can actually be more awake. Because sometimes I do feel as like, oh my god, it's already so late at night. Ooh, I'm so tired. But I want to stream for like 5 hours. Ooh, but I'm so tired. That wouldn't be a problem if I actually just streamed during the day, but we'll get there at some point. Right now, actually working on the house takes priority. The sooner we're done with that, the sooner I will have more free time again. Yeah, we reached a few more endings. We also fucked up one run. Oh, sorry, something in my... We also fucked up a pretty good run and then ended up failing to actually give her the vessel. So I'm going to maybe attempt, if I remember, to bring her that specific vessel if I can reach that path again. There's five vessels you can bring her in one run. So technically what that means is I can get 5 different paths. The thing I still haven't figured out, or I just haven't tried out yet, because on one run it will lock you out of going down the same path even if there was another ending to be triggered through that path, because they're like, oh, you know, what that shouldn't do, because otherwise you would never get anything done. If we're on a fresh new game run this time, I should still be able to go and get endings we have already seen. And I don't really want to do that. We do want to find the ones we haven't seen before. Because like I said last time, I want to see each basic path at least once. So like when there's like, oh, if we go and get the beast, we only saw her once. If we get the beast princess, what we got last time, well, because we were digested, or she was trying to digest us and we actually slayed her, we got the 3rd chapter, The Wild. And following that one, there's 2 separate endings together. We already got one of them, so I'm like, okay, we saw chapter 3, The Wild. What we haven't seen yet is there's another path when you get the Beast Princess, but there's one more path that also features a 3rd chapter, and one that is just a different ending that comes up after the 2nd chapter. So what I want to do is go for the other one that has a 3rd chapter, and then we will already be locked out of that same path for the rest of the stream. So my goal today is actually, hold on, I will be writing those down just so I can make sure to get them. I want to get to a 3rd chapter that is called The Den, or just Den, which follows after the Beast Princess. Because we haven't seen that 3rd chapter at all. I would like... No, we got that one. Hold on. I would like to get to the moment of clarity again, just so we can actually finish that vessel and not fail to do so because we stayed in one place. Because we got so far and it was very funny seeing all of the voices. Like, that was a mess. Blam! Hello! I would also like to get a 3rd chapter which is called... I don't think I got that. Hold on. Now I'm actually unsure whether I got that one before or not. I don't think so, and because I once again cannot see my fucking cursor, I actually cannot tell. My achievements. There's one called... Aha, okay, never mind. We got one ending on the Spectre path, but not... okay. There, nope, we didn't get this one yet. A bunch of 3rd chapters again this time around that I'm trying to reach. There's also one path that I haven't figured out how to get there at all yet. I have no idea. So for the Stages of Grief achievements, no, what I'm trying to do is on stream I want to see like one version of a path at least once, just so like all of the 3rd chapters or whatever, we see all of those at least once. And then see how that's gonna we have not... There's another grey chapter that follows after the prisoner. Which prisoner ending did I get? We did see prisoner, but I don't remember what I got there. Hold on. I wish there was a way to just see this in-game. I wish there was a way that showed like, oh, you went down these and that already. We got the grey that is burning. We burned last time. We got that one, but there's another one. Wait, hold on. Ah, we got the gratuitous prisoner. Okay, we have not had the grey prisoner grey yet. Okay, I need one more. We got apotheosis last time. We got the dominant one as well. I don't think... Oh, we haven't seen the Fury yet. Okay, yeah, you know what? Actually, we have enough for another stream. Looking at this list of endings, I'm just like, oh yeah, we still have not seen everything. Hello. Interesting. I also have not seen... Oh yeah, no, there is a lot. I'm happy. I'm just trying to structure it somehow, so I can get the most out of it. Because I think at some point, getting a full 100%, I will not be doing on stream. Because some of those are just like achievements where you need to go either the one way and you will get the one achievement, or the other way. So most other people will probably just like make a save file and then just reload that save, but I don't. All of the saves I've made so far I've just completely ignored in favor of, oh, you know what, I'll just do that one another time like a fucking dumbass, instead of just saving at the start of a chapter 2 and then going back from there. But you know what, whatever. We are on a path in the woods.
You're on a path in the woods.
I know.
And at the end of that path is a cabin.
It says Slay the Princess, yeah.
Of that cabin is a
no,
princess.
it says Slay the Princess for most of them, yeah. It does say Slay the Princess, so we are going to try and slay her. I'm gonna start us off, I think. I want to try to start us off with the Beast Princess. See if I can get there. Proceed into the cabin. Maybe there's anything for that, who knows? Later Princess is the R18 parody. Okay, we are not going to take the blades. Yeah, just checking in on you. Examine the chains. I'm going to check upstairs. Okay, they won't let me out of here. Yeah, and then I want to go for slaying her. And then she starts fighting me, and I go for slaying her again. And then I give up. There we go, beast. Okay. And then we want to go to cabin. Whee! The beast! Oh yeah. Actually, I could get a head start on those fucking saves finally. Can't go complaining about not having the saves if I then don't save them. Okay. What do we want to do is take the blade
from the table.
I know, I take it, I know. And then enter the basement. Good, there she is. What do we do? Yeah, we move right away. Hello. Small Noah is trying to survive tonight. Move. And then I was sent to kill you because you're a threat to the world. I'm starting to believe that's true. Give it the game, great! All I will do is haste no victory, that's fine. I think I can get to where I want. I'm just saying. My saves all over the place, that's okay. Thank you.
So many useless thoughts run through your head. Thinking, thinking, thinking. You'll never hurt me if you keep thinking.
I can try. What do you want?
I want to swallow you whole, and I will get what I want. You have no exit. You have no hope. You live and die by my whims, and my whims alone.
I'm blowing her up with my mind right now, actually. I'm doing a Miku beam at her.
Don't ask her what she wants, just slay her. Is that all the advice you have? We don't even know what she looks like. Some specifics would be very helpful. She's just a princess. Don't overthink it.
I mean, yeah, definitely.
She is clearly not. She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else. We're on the back foot. The back foot. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay. We already played dead. We already got the awesome achievement. So this time around, we're gonna survive.
You spring to a new patch of jungle, barely moving out of the way before the princess surges past you with a speed that makes her practically unseen.
I see. But why do you want to kill me?
Why does anything kill anything else? She needs to.
Okay.
I didn't say I wanted to kill you.
We are trying to do it.
It sounds like she wants to do something even worse.
Oh, well.
What she wants only matters if she wins, and you're not going to let that happen.
Okay, fine. Why do you want to eat me?
I don't question who I am or what I want. I simply do. To act is always better than to react. To do is always better than to watch.
She wants to give me a big old smooch.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you do well to listen to her. Less standing around asking questions, more doing exactly as I say. A tickling sensation rises at the base of your neck. Flee. We can't keep doing this.
Oh, stay alive.
You're a little slower this time. Or maybe she's a little faster. You avoid her slavering jaws, but she manages to graze you, her titanic momentum skinning you along your side. It's like being sideswiped by sandpaper. How is she that fast?
You're bleeding now.
You instinctively touch your side, testing her claim. It's wet and
Oh, no.
stings from the gentle touch of your fingertips.
Serving what? I needed to get around the Twitch policy. If I had written it out the normal way, I wouldn't have been able to make that my stream title.
A costly mistake. We can't make it again. We will make it again unless something changes. We have to break the pattern.
You know, slay. The.
We need more time. She's cutting off our escape.
Our game is nearing its end.
Excellent stream title, guys. Thank you. I don't think I can keep this up.
You have to. We at least have to make an opening. She's more tense this time. She means this next blow to be the last. The mere thought of moving again makes your bloodied side ache. We're exhausted. We're bleeding.
So we're not dead yet.
We're still alive. We owe it to ourselves to move.
Yeah. Again.
Once again, you narrowly avoid the full force of the impact, and once again you are too slow to come away unscathed. You're starting to get tired. You're making mistakes. This isn't working. We have to do something. We have to figure out a plan. Don't plan ahead. Act on the now. All that matters is that we stay alive. We're trying, but we can't keep this up much longer. We have to. We keep up or we die.
You're getting slow.
She seizes the opportunity, lunging once again from the darkness, fangs bared and claws flashing. She attacks over and over and over, and each time she leaves with a little piece of you. Too tired to think, but we have to think. We have to move. It's too late. Before you get the chance to react, it's over. She makes her last foray from the dark corners of the room, unhinging her dripping maw, her eyes fierce and full of hunger.
Hello?
You do your best to dive out of the way, and you partially succeed. Partially? Yes. The princess fails to swallow you whole. She only swallows your lower body.
Yay!
That's just as bad. That's worse, even. It's death either way. At least this will be a faster end. You look down to see that the dirt between you is strewn with your intestines, trailing all the way up and disappearing behind her blood-stained teeth. Your legs are nowhere to be seen.
Okay.
You start to go into shock.
Mm-hmm.
The princess, bloody saliva dripping from her lips, idly gnaws on what's left of you as you rapidly fade away.
You know what? It's a good thing we're getting the beast out of the way immediately.
I didn't mean to do that. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
What do you mean?
We're not dead, we're...
We're not dead. We're in chapter 3.
That didn't work. We're going in with a plan this time. We're not getting stuck in another loop, just acting on instinct. We're stuck in a big enough loop as it is.
I accidentally skipped the last text from the before box though. I'm so sorry. Sometimes they are automatically made so they swap ahead because it's like, oh, you know, they're kind of interrupting your thought or whatever. And I do tend to accidentally skip over those because I'm already pressing like next, and then the game's like, oh no, actually I'm doing the next thing for you, so...
Instinct was keeping us alive. Until it wasn't. So what are we supposed to do? Great, so you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done.
Well, it wasn't.
So you know more than you're letting on. Yeah, what he said. Of course I do, but believe me, it's in your best interests. The more you know about the princess, the more difficult your task will be. And why is that? Having me explain why would defeat the whole purpose. There are simply some things I'm not allowed to tell you. It's a hard rule.
And who set down that rule?
And whose rule is it? Who's telling you to boss us around? We've died twice already, and if you want us to stay alive this time, it's in your best interests to give us an edge. It's my rule, and this conversation is over.
Okay, what's the
She
plan?
spent as much time as she could in the shadows. So we're gonna draw her out. But she's fast, and she's clever. We're clever too. So this time we're not gonna let her cut off our escape. We're gonna lead her to the stairs ourselves. It'll be a lot easier to deal with her once we can actually see what she is. But you already know what she is. She's a princess. Yeah, right. A princess we couldn't see, and one that had big, sharp teeth too. How about you stick to describing things and we'll stick to doing our job?
Thank you, Voice of the Skeptic.
Sharp teeth.
Yeah. Stuff is different than it was before.
You're right. This is different, isn't it? I'm starting to lose track of things myself. Ground is ground. It doesn't matter what shape it takes. We'll adapt. If it looks different, that's because the situation has started to spiral out of everyone's control. So please, disavow yourself of the notion that you can just come back here and fix this place if you manage to make a mess before that line of thinking leaves you yet another world in ruin. Though, as evidenced by you dying twice, it's safe to assume the fates of the worlds you've left behind don't concern you very much.
Not really.
Consider this your last opportunity to make things right. For you and for the rest of existence. But especially for you. Clearly we're not getting anything out of him.
Okay. Proceed to
You make your
cabin.
way down to the cabin. Your fated confrontation awaits. You know what to do. Alright, we've been over the plan. Goad her out of the shadows. Make her show herself.
Mm-hmm.
And what if she doesn't want to be seen?
Well,
We'll figure out a way to make it happen.
yeah.
And if that doesn't make her any easier to fight, it will. It's always easier to fight what you can see, no matter how big or toothy she might be. The
Proceed.
interior is dark and overgrown. Vines and brush obscure so much of the place that, had you not seen the exterior, you might not have noticed this was a cabin at all. The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump, a pristine blade embedded in its exposed rings. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. If there's a way forward, that mirror is blocking it off. What are you talking about? There is no mirror. There's just the stump and a narrow tunnel that leads to the basement. He isn't tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall. Our eyes deceive us.
Oh.
Then either way, we need to investigate. Might as well get started.
Alright, Alright, we are not taking the blade.
You really think being unarmed is best?
Hmm.
I hope you know what you're doing. But let's not forget that it's up here if things go south.
Yeah. I am going to try and get a moment of clarity again. If I can remember how to get there.
The steel claw makes us sloppy, too confident. We'll be faster without it. You step forward, approaching the small hole that leads to the basement, hesitating before you enter the princess's lair. Haven't you been paying attention? We're not hesitating. This supposed hole is blocked by that old mirror. That mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else. It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination. Like you said, you've been here twice before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually. It's so grimy. Maybe we can wipe it clean and finally get a look at ourselves.
No. I mean, you can try, but...
You reach forward and wave your hand over the open hole leading to the basement. See? Nothing. Tricks of the eye. No one sense can be trusted on its own. You step forward into the darkness. If there were once stairs leading into the basement, there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend. It smells of mold and decay. The damp walls leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. As you crawl forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs, no entity threatens violence or pleads for safety. Stay quiet. Don't give her a sound.
I wasn't planning on it. Okay, yeah, sure. Say nothing and silently proceed down the stairs.
You say nothing, maintaining the silence as you carefully make your way down into the basement. The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole. There is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel. And though you can't see the vastness of the space, you can feel it. You're exposed.
Uh-oh.
Stay on your toes. We take a step into the shadows, and as soon as she moves, we jump back, make her follow. From there, we trap her in the tunnel, draw her out of the cabin, whatever it takes to get her out of her element. Then we're safe.
If we're stuck on all fours in that tunnel, I don't think we can get her in there. But okay. Staying quiet, are we? We don't have to do this. Step into the shadows ready to fight. Step into the shadows and try to lure her out. In this one.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement. That's right. Keep steady. Don't let your nerves get the better of you.
Okay.
There, she's about to strike. With the near silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. But you've already started your swift escape.
Have I?
That's stage one. Now stay focused.
Okay.
You dive into the tunnel and begin scrambling up towards the cabin. You hear her behind you, claws raking at the dirt, chains rattling, breaths hot and heavy with the effort of the ascent. But the sounds are coming slower now. The breaths pained and stuttering.
Oh.
You no longer sense frantic motion behind you in the tunnel. You risk a glance. She is a broad and sickly creature.
Oh.
Her withered and emaciated flesh clinging to bones too large to fit in the narrow space. She managed to squirm her way into the tunnel in pursuit, but now she's stuck, incapable of either moving towards you or returning to the open darkness of the basement below.
Well.
So that's what she's become. She wasn't like this when we started. Was she?
The hell is that?
No, she wasn't. Looking at her makes me feel sad. Yeah, now that we can see her, she doesn't feel like much of a threat at all. Her eyes look up at yours, wide, pleading. Come back, you can imagine them saying, don't leave me here. But you shouldn't listen to the sad eyes of a vanquished enemy. She wants nothing more than to change places with you.
Hi there, good evening.
If you want us to ignore her, then why would you tell us any of that wide, pleasing eyes begging for mercy business to begin with? All it does is make us
Because
feel
we're
conflicted.
conflicted.
I'm merely describing things as they are. It's not my fault that her eyes had something to say, even if that something was a ploy, which, if I might stress, I pointed out to you.
I'm good. How are you doing?
What should we do about her anyway? Can she still end the world like this?
She does. Yeah. Yeah.
She hurts. We should help.
No, I feel she has features of a lot of things. She has at least 3 arms. 2 of those being some kind of chicken arm, and then also the one like up here. And then wings. It's a hot mess going on here.
Maybe we should try and talk to her. This is a good opportunity for information. We shouldn't waste it. That's a terrible idea. She doesn't know anything. She hasn't even said a word since you got here.
Let's talk. Peacefully approach the princess.
You cautiously make your way closer to the princess, her eyes avoiding yours with the silent resignation of a defeated predator.
Oh, well, that was... Phew. You don't get the opportunity to speak to her. You turn to see that something is taking her away and has left something else in her place.
She's gone.
Huh, that was quick. Approach the mirror.
Don't.
Nah, it's fine. The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. If that thing reeks of death. You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel that thing. You're right.
Yeah, okay, that was the same text again. Gaze into your reflection. Hello.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Hi. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you...
Okay, I've asked pretty much all of these before already, it's fine. What happens now?
Nothing. There, bring me.
Bring you more. I know. Okay.
She asks that you won't.
Good.
You're on
That
a
was
path in the woods.
Really fucking quick,
And
not
at the
gonna
end
lie.
of the path is a cabin.
I think that was
And in
one
the
of the
basement of that
shortest
cabin
chapter 3
is a princess.
chapter 3s yet. Also, thank you for hiding time. Last time we found out that the chapter 3 can't even exist, and this time around it was already like BAM! I forgot to ask what I felt about the vessel. You are very right. I did forget. Damn it. Guess I'll just have to do the den some other time. Once more, just so I can ask about it. Damn, you're right. Woohoo. I do wish, and I do think it's possible in Redbyte that it would show if we've chosen an option before, like not just, oh, this one is grayed out because you've been on this path so you can't go there anymore, but more along the lines of you've chosen this across the entire game before. I don't know. How did we get to moment of clarity? Nightmare. We got to moment of clarity through nightmare. Yeah, it's probably somewhere. I think I might have seen something along the lines of that in the Steam community section, but I didn't check it out further. Okay, anyway, let's get to the cabin. We are not taking the blade. Hi, I'm just checking in on you. I'll look at the chains. Return upstairs. We are going to slay the princess. Slay the princess, run for the stairs and lock her in the basement. And then we're going to ignore her and sleep. Maybe the banging wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it. Yeah, it's not gonna work, but let's try it anyway.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence.
Hi, nightmare. Let's see. Go there. What happened to the door? I don't know, but she's looking at me.
It's just an empty frame. She's already got out, hasn't she? And she...
Yeah. No blade. We are going without the blade. I don't think going down here and I'm just going to do us any favors. That's alright.
You cross over the threshold
I'll
and
be
onto a
fine.
series of isolated steps suspended in time. You
You
really don't remember, do you?
Hmm.
It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
I'm going to
Did
talk
you hear
to
my
her.
warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any good.
It's gonna
Something
be
tells me
fine.
she isn't going to be...
Okay, last time we went left, so this time we'll go right. You turn to the
A
right.
faintly outlined path lies before
Oh, it's going to
you.
be the exact same thing. Yeah, hi. It's almost like you want me to gay.
There has to be a way out of...
Me.
Heart. Lungs. That isn't my fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it is because fighting her isn't an option right now. Then you should get looking, shouldn't you? Heart. Lungs.
Okay,
Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerve.
Remain with your nightmare, I think is the thing I did last time.
Liver.
How about
Heart.
let's get out of here together. I do so badly want to see what that one does.
Liver.
Let's get out of here together.
What? No!
Yes!
I knew you'd come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
Lungs. No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and, shit. Lungs. Nerves. Heart. Lungs. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
It's all in good fun.
Come along now. You don't want to be stuck down here.
The princess glides onto the stairs and beckons you to follow. If only you had a weapon, this would be the perfect opportunity to use it.
I think I got the monolith of fear already though, didn't I? Didn't I get that one last time? Yeah. I already got the monolith of fear, so we're gonna go for a World of Terror this time.
But we don't. We've already made our choice.
No killing princesses. I'm not killing anyone.
We can still grab it on the way out. You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the suggestions for the time being. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right. Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Heart. You step onto the basement stairs, following the princess as she ascends. Pins and needles punctuate your every step, an uncomfortable and constant reminder of your mortality.
We are indeed chilling with the princess.
Is this really worth it? At least it's a choice. That doesn't justify anything. A terrible choice is still terrible.
Make sure you keep up. We wouldn't want you to fall.
As if acting on instinct, you crane your neck and look behind you. There is nothing there. The princess reaches the top of the stairs and taps on the door. Her head twists back in your direction, watching you with dead eyes as the way out creaks open.
What kind of noise was that?
Don't forget that your pristine blade is still on the other side. You can still make this right. You can still save everyone. You can still save yourself from becoming her tormented pet.
I mean,
There's no harm in us having a weapon. All it does is give us more options, and we are dangerously low on those right now.
focus on keeping us alive, brother.
Have you considered that maybe you could operate the autonomic nervous system for a bit? Everyone is trying to manipulate us, and I can only do so many things at once to keep us alive. Heart. Liver? Your body seizes violently as you regain consciousness on the floor of the cabin.
Me, when my parents send me to get the fresh meat, and I'm just standing there like, I don't know what any of this is. Heart? Liver?
No. You're doing it all wrong. You're supposed to do it like this. Heart, lungs,
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
I guess I have to do everything around here, don't I? Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
There we go. Back with me where you belong. I thought you might have decided to break yourself just to spite me. It's better for you that you didn't. Now we can get back to business. For starters, we won't need this where we're going.
Alright, listen, if it works with just those 4, I'll take it.
The princess plucks the blade from the floor and tosses it through the door behind you. It vanishes into the inky black of the basement, never to be seen again.
Well,
Guess we're not stabbing her in the back. I guess not. I'm going to fix myself a stiff drink. If I'm about to watch you hand the world to her on a silver platter, I'd rather not be sober.
damn, bro!
And now you open the door.
There's nothing else for us to do.
Liver's apparently more important than the brain.
The doorknob twists in your hand, revealing the forested path beyond the cabin. You bastard. You've actually done it.
Bastard!
You've actually
You lying bastard!
Lungs,
People, I have a big announcement to make. This man is
nerves,
dooming the world and European.
Neither his disgrace.
liver.
It's
Sorry.
so beautiful.
Lungs,
I can't wait to ruin it.
nerves,
But it's so cold, too. It's itching against my skin.
Oh, well, we didn't get very far, huh?
nerves, heart,
Princess exhausted slumps to the
Why
ground.
is it so cold?
nerves,
I don't know.
heart.
You don't get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. And is that a...
Yep. It's going to be
It feels so
okay.
bad to call it.
See you on the other side. It's going to be
I
okay.
trust you.
Yes. Good. You've grown. You at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
That's good. I did not get what I wanted to get, but at least I still got something out of you.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
There. I thought so before. Thoughts on this vessel?
This one is filled with sadness. A doll, abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart.
Tender heart.
Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready to go
I
back.
will long for your return. We will meet again.
Terrifying mess will bring a
You're
nightmare
on a
to her.
path
Okay, wait.
in the woods.
Yeah, I know.
And at the end, you're here to slay her.
I know. Shut the fuck up. Wait, what did I just get? Ah, okay, I see. My bad. That's what I get for trying to find out what happens if you leave with her. That's just a completely different ending. If I wanted to get moment of clarity, I should have. Heh. How many do we have? We have 45 out of 97, which is 46% according to Steam right now. And for something I'm doing, well, I have been doing pretty much blind the entire time, I think we're doing quite well. Could be way worse. So I gotta, yeah. Okay, Alright. Let's try this one then. See if we can do that. Go to camera and talk to her. If she's as bad as you say, she is, so maybe I'll slay her. I'm not committed to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face
Then I
to
guess
face.
we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Yeah, that's fair.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
I can live with that.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Yep.
You'll find
Good. Into the cabin. We are taking the blade. Go in. Hi! Just here to talk. Oh, I shouldn't have taken the blade with me. Fuck! Never mind. Let's go for something where I need the blade. Maybe I can still do this. Maybe I can still get to the one I want. Even though... Like new grip. Slay her. Slay her. Except now that I'm what chapter 2 did I end up in now? Which one is this? Is this the prisoner? Am I in prisoner right? This is what happens when you try to... Okay. I would like to see what path I'm on, game. That would be really nice. Because I just fucked this one up completely. History. Adversary? How do you know? Yeah, no, I wanted to go... wanted to go with Spectre, but that's alright. It's okay, that's on me. Okay, what if I go in here without the blade?
No knife this time. Right then, fisticuffs it is. Probably more fair to her anyway. Wouldn't want to feel like we cheated our way to a win. As long as you can still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind.
Sure.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend.
Hi.
The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing...
No, I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
Right, okay. Since I ran away from you last time... What? We got Eye of the Needle last time. I actually am just here to chat. She's probably not gonna like that.
Free her?
Oh, free you want.
I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Who says I want to be free?
That's fair. Then what do you want?
I want the two of us to fight to the death.
You
I
see?
want to feel your knife split my flesh. And I want to hear your bones snap beneath my fists.
Yeah, but I don't want that.
Is that really too much to ask?
Yeah, especially that last part. Don't be such a coward. I'm just being cautious. If it comes to violence, we can find a way to deal with her that doesn't involve throwing our life away. I'd rather not die again, and I find it deeply disturbing that you seem to relish the thought of it. Because it doesn't matter if we die again. We don't know that for sure, and I'd rather not bet on it. Alright, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will. What? You've already met the princess has already met you, and the two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about it?
I know, we already talked about that. Okay. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never died. Please take this seriously.
Agreed.
No.
We can't win unless you treat this fight with the gravity it deserves.
But it's funnier this way.
Okay, so you do remember me.
No, I remember you all right.
Yeah.
Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again? Or are you scared I'm going to put you down for good this time?
You know, lady, you already killed me once. Well, down this route, and this time I don't even have a knife, so maybe that's not.
Are you just going to let her talk to us like that? We're not scared. I think my position on violence in this situation is already more than clear, but you really shouldn't let yourself be goaded so easily. There's more at risk in this encounter than your fragile ego. I agree. If we're going to fight her, we need a weapon.
You look different.
Aside from your empty hands, you look exactly the same.
That's good. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
I was dead and now I'm not. Girl, are you hearing yourself?
Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Yippee!
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Actually, I'm just here to chat.
Why? You didn't want to talk last time. Are you scared I'm going to kill you again?
Was it for a good fight? The only reason I came down here without a weapon is because having a knife felt unfair. Attack her unarmed. The blade's upstairs. I'll be right back. Go upstairs and retrieve the blade. Now, what happened to you since the last time we met? But I'm not fighting a giant demon lady. Turn around, leave. Turn around, leave, as I was saying. You know what? Let's rile her up a little more. Having a knife felt unfair.
Then why are you just standing there?
That's a good question.
Fight me.
Okay. Okay, fine, let's do this. Attack her unarmed. Let's go!
I guess we'll have to see how this goes.
We are going to absolutely fucking die, but that's good. That's good.
Your hand's empty. You charge the princess.
Oh yeah.
Quit the pessimism, will you? Right? It's almost like you don't want us to beat her.
Honestly.
No, look, I'm rooting for you. I really am. I'm just doing my best to keep my expectations grounded. You don't have a weapon. You're supposed to have a weapon. We'll be fine. Just watch.
Just watch.
You attack, fists raised, and the two of you fall into combat. Your clawed fingers tear into her flesh, and her fists and elbows return the blows in kind, bruises blossoming in her wake, and blood vessels rupturing in vivid sprays of gore.
Not bad. You're tougher than I thought you'd be.
Hear that? She respects us. We can pull this off. Yeah. You're right.
But without that knife, you'll never be enough.
Her knee connects with your sternum with a loud, violent crack. The wind leaves your lungs, and as you struggle for breath, you can feel something flooding in to fill the space. Hot blood, suffocating you from the inside.
You have to want to kill me. Like this.
You don't so much as see her movement before she deals the killing blow. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Damn.
Are you serious? Well, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh.
Like hell it is. We're not giving up that easy. Now get up. Didn't you hear me? You're dead. There's no getting up from that.
I'm still talking to you, so... Get up or die. Get up!
Wait, no, that's not right. Yes. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. You're alive. The princess takes a step back and looks down at her pulp-covered fists.
Hey.
I could have sworn I killed you. That's your face splattered on the walls and dripping from my hands.
So? My face? You're joking, right? You're exaggerating? I still have my face, right? Touch your face.
You don't. I don't even know how you're talking to me.
You raise your hands and touch the front of your head. She's not wrong.
Oh.
What? What did she do? What are we missing? Who cares if we're missing our face? We can fight just fine without one.
Oh yeah. Attack her.
The two of you clash once more. It's not as one-sided as I feared, but it's still a far cry from what I'd hoped. Her injuries, though numerous, pale in comparison to yours, and the wounds you've inflicted upon her barely seem to have slowed her down. As much as you're trying to ignore it, adrenaline pushing you far past your limits, every movement burns.
This is getting boring. Are you even trying to keep up with me?
She lands another devastating, lethal blow. Everything goes dark.
Again. And you die.
And you die.
Again.
You know what I'm going to say. That we're not dead? Yeah, that we're not dead. Come on, get up. If we can just keep going, we're bound to wear her down eventually. Are you sure she can't do what we're doing right now? There's only one way to find out.
Get up!
Once more, you push yourself back to your mangled feet.
What the fuck is this one?
How are you still moving? How are you still doing anything?
Oh, she's getting scared now.
Bodies aren't supposed to look like that.
An uncharacteristic terror seems to grip her voice.
I'm locked the fuck in, that's what's happening.
Have we ever seen her afraid before? No, we haven't. This is how we win. We can do this forever.
I'm going to put you out of your misery. I don't like looking at you like this. You're all twitching and wrong.
I'd like to see her try. We're invincible.
Should beat you into a puddle to make sure you're not moving anymore. Well, funnily enough, there's a series. It's a rather long-running light novel series at this point. Only the very first book got adapted into an anime. It's one of those, oh, yay, magical girls, but actually deaf and dying thingies. But I like that one. It has a special place in my heart. There's one character in there who just has incredible regeneration as her special magical girl power. So thank you for the hydrate time in the pet. Where it genuinely is at some point while she's fighting someone else, like she gets shot severely several times, like absolutely pulverized, like there's nothing left of her except like very little mass, like literally just mass of blood and gore and whatever. Everything's just mush, and then the other one puts that mass into like a tank and sinks it to the bottom of the sea, and she gets back from that because, oh, you know, just, yeah, sure, it takes a while to regrow your entire body, but you, like, it was still possible because there was like a centimeter or whatever of mass left of her, and then she just regrew from that again. I was just like, what the hell? It worked. It worked. That's kind of what I'm imagining here. Is like, oh, she's beating us to an absolute pulp, but we're out here. We don't care. Oh, we don't have a physical body anymore? That's okay. We are stuck. We are locked the fuck in.
Her fist flies towards where your face used to be, your twisted body incapable of moving out of the way.
Wolverine, but wait, does Wolverine have regeneration powers? I don't actually know enough about Wolverine. I only know he has funny claws.
Everything goes dark and we die? Yes, something like that.
It's like half his power set. Oh, that he has... Okay, I didn't know that.
Well, don't you have something to say? Yeah, I quit.
No! Aww.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path...
What the hell?
All right, change of plans. We're taking the blade this time.
Ew, what's happening here? Ooh.
Now, why would we ever do that? Because she absolutely destroyed us? She sure did, but what a great way to go. We lost our face. Yes, it was
hilarious. Okay.
It was horrifying. Does it matter? We lost. Oh, why so glum, Rage Boy? I thought you were brave. I thought you were proud. Was all that bravado just hot air?
Also reaching his bones, he pushes out and heals the... Ooh! What? How are they so sharp then? He's pushing out his bones? Ugh. Okay, I learned something new about Wolverine today that I didn't. Skeleton is basically Superman. What the fuck is happening with X-Men? Is Wolverine even an X-Men? I don't know. He is. Yeah, it depends on which version of him we talk about, right? His bones are literally metal. Limiting his science class. What the fuck? Is he is? Oh, okay. I've seen one X-Men movie, I think. And I would like to say it's one of the more recent ones, but it's been many years. I don't actually know how many X-Men movies there are there, so. The last Wolverine I have like an active image of in my mind is when Deadpool and the two Deadpool movies is like, oh, we don't have the budget to show Wolverine here, wah wah wah. I'm like, okay.
It was just the fight
Music
was
is really
the
good.
first time. The first time we had a weapon.
Welcome to Marvel, Noah. Welcome to Marvel. I honestly do not care enough for Marvel. I'm not big on like different continuities. Like with the comics, it's just very hard for me to get into because it's like, oh, if you read I don't know how long Wolverine has been around for, but if you read Wolverine from the 80s or this specific edition, this is a different one than maybe the one that came out in 97, and then that's a different one from the one that came out in 2014. I'm just sitting here like, okay, that's cool, they're all different versions, but how the hell am I going to catch up on any lore like this? If the lore is going to be different every time. Oh, Superman is actually an alien. Uh-huh. What? He was also manless, 5'3". A lot of power in a short guy. Yeah, no. That's one of the only things I do know, actually, that Superman is an alien, but like I'm just saying my general knowledge of anything superhero related that's Marvel or DC, and even then I cannot tell, or I don't bother remembering who's DC and who's Marvel because I'm just like, aha, okay. Like, I enjoyed the new Spider-Man movies that feature Tom Holland, but with the third one, it was especially like prevalent that Marvel wants you to watch every single one of the movies to understand anything because, oh, it's a multiverse. Everything is connected. My brother in Christ, you keep pushing out 3-hour movies where you overwork people to make horrendous CG work because you change up stuff like 2 weeks before the movie is supposed to go out, and then you want everyone to watch the 20 plus movies just to understand what's going on in the newest one. Like, do I look no, absolutely not. Mulai. No. I've seen the 2 Deadpool movies, and I thought they were fun. I have seen Spider-Man trilogy with Tom Holland. I've also seen the Spider-Man... Not the first one. I think the second Spider-Man actor and the one with the green... Is that? No. No, Green Goblin is someone else. The guy that turns into reptile man. I've also seen Into the Spider-Verse 1 and 2, but I'm obviously more inclined to that one because, or those two, because hey, they're animated, not real people. Nowadays they expect you to also keep up with all the series as well. Oh yeah, they're serious, huh? The series. They're serious, the two. Right. Okay. No. It's already, they're just not my kind of thing in the first place, because you can show me an animated movie that looks interesting and be like, oh yeah, okay. You can show me a movie that is 3 hours long, has only real people, and they're just extremely fucking dark nowadays because, oh, you know, if the movie is just almost black and white, then we can just hide the shoddy CG work. And also, fuck you if you try to watch a movie like on an older screen or whatever. You don't have a home cinema at home? The Amazing Spider-Man movies, the ones with Andrew Garfield. If that's the second Spider-Man actor, I know that. No, I'm not spoiling anyone on Spider-Man here. Yeah, I think the second guy. The second one, yeah, okay, that's the one then, and the one with the guy who turns into this reptile man who starts living in the sewers. I have very little recollection of the movie, actually. What's this other? I never even watched Avengers. I think I've said this before, some years ago, before, like, they really exploded with the whole, oh yay, multiverse. When I was still really active on Tumblr at the time, I was like, okay, you know what? Everyone's talking about them. Maybe they are interesting. Let's try it. And it took me 5 full hours of pressing play and then pausing because I couldn't fucking sit through it and do something else, and then going, okay, whatever, I'll try it again, to watch the first Captain America. Like, that movie was still like a normal-ish length, and it took me 5 hours to finish it, and it wasn't even good. And then I was like, okay, you know what? Actually, I don't care about the Marvel movies. And then when the big one happened with Thanos, and it was everywhere, and I was like, funnily enough, to this day, I'm still not fully spoiled on that movie, except, like, I can tell what the plot is about at this point, but whatever. And everything that came afterwards, I'm just like, yeah, no. I think the last one might be no, that's not even the last one anymore, isn't it? The newest one. But the last one I actively, like, heard about was the Solo movie they gave to the Time guy. Doctor Strange, who's played by Benedict Cumberbatch. And I cannot take Benedict Cumberbatch seriously in anything he does. So that's that. I know they made a pretty extensive, like, thing for someone called Wanda, who I don't know what role she plays. I just know she got her own series, because I saw a thread of someone explaining how they fucked up her lore in the series itself, and I'm just like, what? Second Doctor Strange movie? Bro, I don't know. Maybe. I didn't know. I don't know if he has a first movie. Somebody train to some... All I know is, because I saw the trailer for it, is that one has its issues as well, where, like, oh, bad guy is trying to destroy space and time continuum because he's already the one responsible, like, who can go through time, and he's destroying alternate universes or whatever. I'm like, at this point, I don't understand it. I have nothing to do with these movies, so I desperately, whenever I do catch one of those trailers, I'm just like, I don't understand what is happening. And I'm not willing to catch up on 20+ movies. I like that Redeem just changed absolutely nothing. I'm so sorry. Super Gatino saying some strange things. We should, but I'm enjoying this soundtrack right now very much. He did his best in The Hobbit. Benedict Cumberbatch is in The Hobbit. I've never seen that. Let me see. Actually, let me give you. There you go. See, it's a lag base. It's a lag based Redeem, but because we already were on the other one, it didn't actually change anything. So here you go. They apply the existing powers in new ways to solve new problems. Yeah, no, I get it. You know what? Actually, let's keep that on the back burner for next time. We need we need something to talk about. Let's rant about how Marvel is destroying the superhero anything. Let's keep it on the back burner now. Let's go back to trying to slay a princess.
Well, this is just great.
Yeah.
Let me cut to the chase. Clearly you've already been here.
I have.
Yeah, you think? What does here even mean, though? You've told us about the path of the princess and all of that already, but this is a very different path than the last one.
I don't think I like Midland.
That's a good point. Everything here is a little off. Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that. Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great. If you've already been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. This doesn't look like a path in the woods if reality seems distorted. It's because reality is distorted.
Oh. This scene right now, actually, the Midland itself is reminding me that I should finally read Saya no Uta.
So you knew this could happen? You knew we'd be able to restart like this? Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
Okay. Proceed to the cabin.
Good. We're all on the same page. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her. That's it? No final words of advice?
Don't I?
I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard. Don't be so hard on yourself. We all wind up in creative ruts now and then. I'm sure if you put your mind to it, you could think of something worth telling us. The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat.
Eee.
It's horrible. I think it's kind of nice. Makes the room feel alive, doesn't it?
Bro.
The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You need it if you want to do this right.
We'll need it if we want to do things right. I say we leave it to rust. Let's not make the same mistake twice. We could have won if we had it last time. Take it.
Okay. You didn't mention the mirror last time either. Why?
A mirror? There is no mirror. There's the pedestal, the blade sitting on the pedestal, and the door to the basement. Oh, are we playing a game where we lie to people about things? That sounds fun. I respect and admire all of you. I'm so happy to be here. What? There's clearly a mirror. I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely.
God, I really like this specific track though.
What are you trying to say? It means you're hallucinating. It's in our way. Let's just smash it.
Okay. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the pedestal. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel. That's no fun. And you're not even holding it right.
Not again.
Oh. And how do you suggest we hold?
Is the Contrarian really... Contrarian shows up and he's like,
And you're not holding the blade right. Fuck, dude.
The other way. Shut up. Both of you. We're holding it fine.
approach
Step
the mirror.
forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange.
No, you.
It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean? Wipe what clean? Are you still on about that mirror? It's not real. I'd know about it if it were real.
Would you?
No, we can't doubt our eyes like that. It has to be real. Does it matter if it's actually real or not? Talking about it gets under his skin. That's all that matters. We should talk about it even more. Let's just smash it and get it over with. I'm ready to get violent. We won't be able to see what's in there if we smash it. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
Smash him.
You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Moaning.
Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence, the metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Okay, now I know for sure. But like, every other time I was like, I wonder if they let him say if the princess lives here every time. Like, it's just the full thing. But no, because if the princess lives here is always the exact same intonation that did not fit the rest of what he was saying just now. So I think they let the line of if the princess lives here, let him say it just once. And we're like, okay, you know what? This is the one take we're using for
Her voice,
not that I mind,
rage roars up the stairs.
It is there for every single route. I'm just detonation is what's so different on this one.
So you've returned.
Yeah.
Do you intend to weakly claw your fingers across my skin? Or have you finally decided to try and kill me properly?
Okay, so well, last time when I saw you, I pressed the wrong button. No, last time when I saw you, I had to fight you in the middle of like a very small fucking cave. So what are you gonna look like?
Find it won't be so simple. I've changed.
Oh.
The way your flesh felt grinding beneath my fist, it woke something in me.
Good.
That wasn't a fight. It was something worse. I'm something worse now. Why don't you come down and see what you've made of me?
Hi, good evening.
Do you hear that? Well, sounds like we got to her last time. Let's keep pushing, see what else we can make happen.
Okay. Continue
You
downstairs.
make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
She's gonna look like this time.
The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
Okay, hello there.
Get down here, see for yourself. Why don't you come up here, huh?
The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Oh, that's fucked up. I can hear the heartbeat.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
Kill me, probably.
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
Damn, girl.
She is loose, and she is coming for you. She wants us to be afraid because she wants us to think she can make us suffer. Don't give her the satisfaction.
Listen, Contrarian, I got up like 2 separate times after having died before. Like, what exactly do you want me to do here?
That's right, no fear. She's bigger than the last time, but she's pulling herself apart. She's practically done most of the work for us.
That's not how it... Oh, I'm going to end you, Slay the Princess. Slay the Princess, let her end you. Wait, can I? Let me see. I would like to see the outcome of the I'm going to end you, Slay the Princess.
You'll try.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been so excited for. Let's hurt each other.
Ah, yeah, let's take ibuprofen together.
Your heart free of fear, you charge towards the princess, your eyes locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay down your very essence in one blow.
It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory.
Ibuprofen.
With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
Okay. Oh, look at that. All of our feathers.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever.
Yeah, no, we're not.
Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
Yeah, that's a long quiet closing in. Goodbye. True to a word, you do not die by her hand, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory return.
She's gone. And there's...
It's okay.
It feels... Yeah. Screw the mirror. We just need...
It's okay, it's okay. It's going to be okay.
Maybe there'll be a...
Crutch. You've withered. Find yourself on a long glide once again. Hello!
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new. And to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Good. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. But there is passion and empathy in her misery. She will make for a burning heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
What do you mean the stakes? Those are the rest of her ribs, no? Or the part of her ribs that is just jutting out. This famous vibes. Oh, no, you are very right. I have not played that, and I don't know why it's giving you those vibes, but I assume that's a good thing. Oh, do you not know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen. Just as I
Oh,
have
wait,
seen what you have
these.
seen.
Okay, hold on. Yeah,
The angles of my
these
vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
Sorry, when I read the word stake, I was thinking of like wooden stakes, like big wooden stakes, the kind of things you would drive into a vampire's heart, those kind of things. So I was like, huh? But yeah, now I see it. I see it now. These look like nails to me. Like I would have probably chosen the word nail to describe those. That's why. I'm thinking they might be nails, actually. Just the shape of the head of those. I think they're nails. Really very grotesque NPC and boss design. Okay, so definitely not for me. Honestly, this game already is very, like, at the absolute end of grotesque and body horror I can handle sometimes, because I'm just like, oh, that's a little, but it's okay.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Since it's only drawn and not like extremely realistic or whatever. To be killed by an array of countless arms. But imagine though, if you're ticklish. This is what I'm really gonna hate. Oh yeah, why would you say that? Okay.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Sure. Everything goes dark and you die. Okay. Okay, good. We got the fury to her. I am going to try for the gray. So we're going to try and get the prisoner route, actually, by the way. Prisoner and then the gray. Gray, prisoner. Okay, let's see if I can do that. What's your favorite dialogue? We managed to get 2 so far. I managed to fuck up Moment of Clarity. But we still got a vessel, so 2 more to go. Gonna try and get the prisoner gray, and then let's see what else we can get. Anyway, we it's okay, just go to the cabin. We will take the blade with us. Hi. I'm just here to talk, and then I am dropping the blades. And then I've been told things, but I'm not sure what to believe. Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
You're in luck because I'm trying to get the prisoner route, so how would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I will try. Anyway. What's your name? How long have you been down here? You know I'm here to kill you. Do you? Okay, she's not happy. No.
You're lying.
How does she know that?
Because we're not very good liars.
Don't think that just because I'm the one in chains, it means you have a right to interrogate me.
But it's options I've never tried before. I want to see everything this game has to offer, I'm sorry.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Have you decided?
Yes, I am going to examine the chains. And then... go upstairs. Get back here. Save the princess. Yeah, and that's the one she loses her fucking hand for, but it worked. We are not slaying her. We're going to warn her. So sorry, and resist. Good. So we're prisoner. And then we want to get okay. Let's see if I can make this. We are once again back here. Proceed to the cabin. Proceed into the cabin. Take the blade. Get in there. Hi! I am unsure, actually. Hold on. Slay her. Okay, let's see where this one goes. Without a moment of hesitation, you charge the princess, your blade primed to deliver a lethal strike. She says.
I am not a damsel to be helplessly murdered.
Uh-oh.
As you move to strike the princess, she stands, her chains clinking as she wraps them around her fists.
Ah, smart move.
In an instant, they're around your neck, both of you dropping to the ground as she pulls them taut, bracing her body against yours as you struggle uselessly.
Drop it, or you die.
I thought this was going to be a safe move, but she's going to kill us. Just listen to her, do what she says. How many times did I warn you she's not to be trusted? But while strangulation can be very distracting, she's not armed, and you have your pristine blade. End her before she ends you.
Slay.
You steel your will and refuse to give in to the princess's demands, ignoring the stars dancing in your eyes and the screaming of your starved lungs. You strike. You fumble your first few attempts, only making surface-level scratches and gouges as your arm flails forward, barely able to obey you. But a single focused blow was all it took. Your blade pierces up through her ribs, slicing through flesh, striking her heart. The chains loosen. The darkness creeping in at the edges of your vision subsides.
None of this was ever very fair, was it? But I did kill you last time. I should have expected you might want some petty revenge.
Sorry.
Unfortunately for you, that means you've dug your own grave. You can forget about me ever helping you again, even if it damns us both.
And just like that, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
No, my reward was being stuck in eternal nothing ever happens prison, so no.
I don't like this. It was too easy. It was not too easy. We almost died. That's right. This was an incredibly difficult task and you performed it admirably.
Did we?
Let's just get out of here. I don't like looking at her body. Plus, he said there'd be a reward. I'd appreciate a reward right about now. You have the attention span of a fly. How are we supposed to unravel the mysteries of this place if you're so easily distracted by empty promises?
Oh? I don't think I have that one. It doesn't sound familiar, at least.
It's better to have a short attention span in a situation like this. There's no use dwelling on the past, especially when it's already set in stone, and especially when your promised reward is not, in fact, empty and is worth all the adversity you've been through to get here. Fine, but if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I feel exposed without it. With your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. You can think of it as sealing yourself off from an unpleasant chapter of your life. It's all uphill from here.
Is it?
The windows. Do you see that? We used to be able to see the outside world from up here, but now it's just empty.
Oh.
The door. Check the door.
Open the door and accept your reward.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Except...
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
I don't like that.
You don't have to act surprised. We could see this vast emptiness through the windows. But if everything's gone, does that mean we're not gonna get our reward? This is your reward. An eternity of bliss, if you'll have it. And I suggest that you have it. Okay. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Like hell it is.
He's a simple man looking for it.
That's bullshit. Let us out of here.
What's done is done. And there's no going back now. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
That is not right.
Decades? No, it can't be decades. We can't go along with this. We can't let him win.
I'm slaying myself. Hold on. What do you suggest then?
We still have a blade. Let's use it on ourselves and start over.
Oh.
Suggesting you kill yourself.
Yeah.
You shouldn't kill yourself when you have an eternity of bliss right in front of you.
I don't like your version of bliss.
Slay yourself.
You goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you really going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose?
Yeah.
Why should it matter if we die at this point? Haven't you already gotten what you want? I don't have to answer that. That's all we needed to hear. You raise the blade, then drive it into your heart. You collapse to the floor, everything goes dark, and you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know that, right? Yeah, we'll see about that.
Chapter 3, The Grey.
You're on a path in the woods. See, that wasn't so bad. And now we've got another chance to get to the bottom of things. Bit by bit, we're starting to
This is a
unravel
different
this
version
place.
of the grey. The last one was the burning one. But this one is... Oh, it's raining already, so this is a different one.
There are so many more threads to pull once you stop feeling.
But it is... Voice of the Cold joined us again. Okay, hello.
That's a little dark, buddy. You feeling okay?
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah. I mean, no, I was trying to get this one, so that wasn't a complaint or anything. I'm happy we got here. Interesting to see that there's 2 different versions of the gray specifically.
I'm feeling nothing, and I like that just fine. He's not wrong. Sentimentality won't help us here. We need scientific rigor.
You just don't say hello. I don't think there's been one route where I was like, okay, I don't like that one. Sure, some of them make me more queasy than others simply for what is happening there, but they're all well written.
So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
It doesn't let you summon a puddle down.
It's our 3rd.
What gave
it away? Your open discussions. You came around on that awful fast. Have you just been pretending to forget every time? I'm afraid not. Whatever other versions of me you've met in those other lifetimes were just that. Other versions of me. I just wish I'd been the first. So you knew how all this worked. Why didn't you ever tell us? We could have used it to our advantage. That's because there is no using it to your advantage. The more information you have, the harder it will be for you to succeed. It's not like it was that difficult to slay her last time. She may have put up a fight, but her flesh is still softer than our blade.
Jesus Christ.
And now she's dead, and I doubt she'll be able to do much of anything from the grave. You already slew her, and you survived?
Yeah.
Yes. Then why, pray tell, are you here?
Because you gave us an eternity of bliss that we didn't like.
Oh, I know that one. We killed ourselves. Why? Because you thought trying to stuff us away in a corner for eternity was a suitable reward. Was it not? What better reward is there than eternal bliss? You should have been happy. We weren't. We were bored. You were bored. I was just unhappy. There were still answers that we needed to find. It was actually working. And you killed yourself. I can't believe it. You ruined everything. How does us dying ruin everything? What aren't you telling us? The world doesn't stay saved if you die. And if the world isn't saved, then that means she isn't dead.
Dun dun.
Oh, now isn't that interesting? I assumed she'd just be a pile of old bones. But perhaps she's not. There's only one way to find out. We should go see her.
It's raining. It wasn't raining last time or the time before that. The whole path is different.
Yes, things are different, aren't they? If this isn't the same path in the woods you're used to, that means that her influence is already spreading and you're running out of time. Her influence? What's that supposed to mean? It means exactly what I said. Don't overthink it, or you run the risk of making your task so much more difficult than it has to be. And what is that supposed to mean?
She's massive on Instagram. What?
Forget I said anything. I've probably already made things worse, and I need to stop talking about this now before I definitely make things worse. Oh, come on, tell us your secrets. Haven't we been through enough? Don't we deserve to know?
She reminds me today at work, sorry, short topic change, but today at work, because speaking of influence, today at work I opened a new tab and I don't know what exact setting that is, but they always, when you open a new tab, it gives you a bunch of like different news on a few pages, and one of those was about a 19-year-old German influencer who has a vegan cooking whatever thing. I don't know, I've never heard of her before in my life, but what really got to me was just the whole, okay, you're 19 and you're big time influencer, you're the big guest, what the fuck? 19? What was I doing with 19? What was I doing with 19? It was very... Not gonna have a good future. Oh yeah, the article you saw as well. I did read it. I did end up reading it because I was like, okay, you know what, that does sound interesting at least. It was like, apparently, like, her sister was already a vegetarian, and then she basically just decided from one day to another to go full vegan. after reading up more on like everything related to meat and the food industry and how we're destroying our planet, blah blah blah. And because she always liked cooking with her mother, she was thinking she wanted to one day publish a book, but she thought to herself, oh, with the times nowadays, no one's gonna read a book by someone like they don't know, especially not a cooking book. So she was like, oh, I should build like a kind of fan base first. She started posting on Instagram. I think it was specifically Instagram. No, TikTok. No, Instagram about her cooking, anything, and how she went about learning new recipes, blah blah blah, to be full vegan. It was pretty well written. Still, I have to admit, I have never heard of her before in my life. And apparently, her while she is German, her videos are always in English. She was like, yeah, to get better reach and also to practice and get better at English. I'm like, what the fuck, girl? Good for her, I guess.
No.
No.
Is there a reason it would be raining? If there is, it doesn't matter. If a bit of rain is the best her influence can conjure, then we have nothing to worry about. A drenched corpse is still...
Well, thinking about the last rain and the entire house catching on fire and we couldn't leave, I don't think I want to be down there in the basement of a house when it's raining like this, with no way out. I'm just saying. Proceed to the cabin.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once.
I'm sure
muck it up
nothing
this
will
time,
happen.
all right?
Lily, this is very safe.
What we do is entirely up to us.
It's fine.
And we have all those mysteries to unravel.
We
Isn't that
would have
right?
needed one of those. It's fine with the dog and the fire burning in the background last time.
You aren't here to solve a mystery. You're here to save the world. That's what you say. But how can we be sure? We can't be sure of anything except what's right in front of us.
Ooh.
Okay, but we should care about the fate of the world. Why?
What?
Because we should. I don't know. It's important. Is it? Yes.
I
think. For all we know, the world you're talking about isn't even real.
Oh no.
Of course it's real. Where do you think you are? Somewhere else? Maybe we are. This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await.
Okay, proceed
As
to
soon
the
as you
cabin.
enter the cabin, you're struck by an overwhelming scent of decay, of mold and death and stagnant water. The once stately wooden building is bloated, its beams dripping with a black ooze of putrefaction.
Yeah.
All the exterior stone walls warped beyond recognition. It must have been beautiful once, but in its ruin, it is beyond repulsive.
And her little ghost looks different. Last time she was like in pure white, where it looked almost like a wedding gown. And this time it's very much a mourning gown.
But you're not alone.
With the
You
veil
can
in front of her
feel
face and
something
everything.
watching you.
She had the veil
There
last
is a
time too.
figure faintly outlined against the rotting wood of the wall. Is that her?
Crimson Peak film got the literature. I have not seen that.
It's like she isn't even there.
Sorry.
See?
We
He
killed
killed
her.
You're right. Maybe she doesn't reset like us. She certainly doesn't look the same as she did last
Rotting
time.
decay. True. This is not the kind of building I would ever want to be inside of myself. Whatsoever. But make food. You are very right, they make food. So.
Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room. The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door.
Yeah.
There's a mirror, that's it.
Why would the blade have reset too? Because it's still stuck in her. Hello.
Maybe it's because we've already explored that avenue. We've seen what happens when we slay her. Maybe this place has decided we don't need to try that again.
Hey, Skeptic, can you stop going full meta on me?
I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is
Almost.
gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement?
Approach the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it.
I know. Wipe the mirror. See it now.
So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway.
Your parent was awful. Yeah.
I'm much more interested in seeing other things.
Like, we are currently actually making the attic of this house a livable space, because when we bought this house some years back, it was completely unused. Like, you cannot, it was just used as storage. There was the bare amount of like flooring you needed to actually be able to go up there, but it's not a livable space. Like, no ice, insulation, no proper windows, no nothing. It was just not even properly used space. And so we're working on a thing to make it like actual proper living space. We found a decomposed red up there already, so I'm just like, yeah. At least on the other hand, it was already like, it wasn't freshly dead, but that's good, because freshly dead rat. But there's still so much work to do. New flooring. We already put new windows in. Now all of the insulation is what we're currently at, and Jesus Christ, it's a lot. It's a lot. Thank you. We'll need it, but once we are hoping to finish it this year still. And then I can move up there. It's kind of like we're going to put a small kitchenette in there. We're currently trying to see if like we can even put a small bathroom in there. Unsure if all the yeah, if that works. You were there. I say me. But yeah, small kitchenette, and then it's just going to be the full on my space and everything. So that's gonna be fun. I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to having to move all of my stuff again, since I just moved at the beginning of this year back home, and I never want to have to move all of my books ever again, but I will have to. I, by the way, still haven't finished scanning all of my books. I can only tell you that I'm already at over 1,300 just German books, so that's gonna be fun. Fun. Thank you for the higher time and the pet. Truly bird codex. It's not that amazing when you have to move them. It's not fun. The worst part is I got rid of 200. I got rid of 200 when I moved back in here, beginning of the year. And I'm still at such a high number, and that's not even all of them. I'm just like, you know, I just need to read them.
No way left to go but down.
Into the basement.
That's crazy. Those are numbers. Those are numbers where I'm just like, what the actual fuck? How? But yeah, here we are. Oh no. Yeah, I hope you feel better soon. I'll send you some colder weather. I don't know if that helps. I have to move and her 9 million physical books. Genuinely. I like displaying books. I will buy a book for the cover. Or like, I will be more inclined to buy a book for the cover. But whenever you have to move them, you start to realize how much it actually is. You start to realize how much it is, how heavy they are. Because you think to yourself, it's just books, they're not that big. Yeah, true, they're not that big. Especially manga, they're not big. I tried to lift like 20 manga at once. Several times. You can, size-wise, yes, you could stack so many of those in a box, right? But then, the weight. You cannot lift the box anymore. But yeah, that's a problem for future me. Once we're actually done with like the floor and the walls, and I will have paint. I don't know what color to paint the walls yet. I'm still debating what color I want to paint the walls. And then get all the furniture in there again. Mama, it's gonna be fine. With the blood of your enemies? The blood of my enemies will make for... I don't want to use a dark color. I do not want to make the room feel smaller. I want a bright color. I don't want white because I cannot for the life of me handle waking up in a white room. But something light for sure. Weightlifters should lift manga. No, they should. They should. My favorite color is orange. Actually. My favorite color is orange. But my current walls are already like in a light orange, yellowish. So I would like... I think I want something else. I'll have to think of it. I'll have to think of that. A nice baby blue? Absolutely not. One wall of this room, when we originally moved in here a few years back, because this was the children's room from the people who lived here before, it was baby blue. Pale light green. Oh, light green. I mean, frankly, we're nowhere near close to me actually painting the walls, because the walls are just simply not done yet. But I'll keep it in mind. Hot pink? No.
The door to the basement groans open. The air is foul and wet, so thick that you can almost feel it settle onto your skin in layers of grime. The stairs are coated with slimy algae, the wood rotted through in places, reeking of fetid vegetation.
I don't know what fetid means, but it doesn't sound good. Oh, I like imagining planning a lot as well. What I'm currently... Okay, sorry, one more thing. What I'm currently trying, because I did this for this room, I made this giant plan that was actually like the proper sizes of everything, so I would draw all of my furniture as well and cut it out so I could move it to like imagine and work out where everything can go. I want to do this for the attic as well. It's just that the one piece of paper, I'm trying to make it like double the size, so 2 centimeters are 1 meter, just so I can have a really big paper to move everything. Because if you try to cut all of those out of like really small pieces of paper, it's gonna suck. You don't know what anything is anymore. But not to brag, but the attic is so big I can't fit it on one piece of paper if I do that, so I have to actually like combine 2 pieces of paper to try and make it that size. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna plan out how I want that to look, and I'm really looking forward to it. Mustard yellow, also no. Also not painting it to look like this area. Hello? What the hell?
A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadows,
oh, it's
legs
veiled,
submerged
not veiled.
up to her shins in dark waters.
I mean, sticky. City of running. Ah. Yeah, that makes sense. I was guessing, taken from the context, but I've never seen that word before.
There she is again. Barely. She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock for a brief moment. Then she vanishes around the corner.
I'm sorry about last time. Are we good?
You receive no response.
Sad.
Do you think she's upset with us? I don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed.
She did tell us that next time she would not help us in any way. So I think her being upset with that is like the barest of like the start of her feelings. Like, yeah, definitely upset. Probably much stronger feelings further down the line, though.
She doesn't seem fully there. I'm not sure she's even capable of being upset. You aren't helping. Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad?
It's the same line.
She can look all she wants. It won't do anything.
It's the same line. I think it's so fucking funny.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view.
Oh.
A bloated body floating face down in slowly rising waters. Her wrist still bound to the wall by a
Oh,
heavy
water
chain.
corpses are not fun. Ew.
This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead. She's not just dead. It looks like she's been rotting. So killing her does stick. Mostly. But if she's dead, then what are we supposed to do? She isn't dead. You clearly just believe she is.
She's floating face down.
Her corpse is floating right in front of us. You can stop it with the mind games. If she's dead, then do we even have to do anything? How can she be a threat to the world like this? Your thoughts are cut short by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock.
Unfortunate.
You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs. So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead.
I find it interesting the way you go about triggering both of the different greys. Because the last one you triggered basically the same way, except you went through the Damsel route, so you went there without a blade. And this time it was like, oh no, you go there with the intent, and you go through with it. After having saved her, I mean. So she's like, well, I understand why she would be upset.
She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before? Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what...
We've heard this before.
Yeah, this is tricky. But let's talk to her. See what kind of information she has that we don't. But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
Ask.
Bold of you to come back here after what you did.
Aye.
Why don't you close the door?
But she doesn't answer your question.
Uh-oh.
All she does is watch you in shadowed silence.
And the water's already rising.
Do you hear that trickling sound? The water's rising, isn't it?
Dun-dun.
It is, and it's rising fast. Oh, that's interesting. We've never drowned before. I wonder how it'll feel.
Brother. Oh, I don't feel anything. But clearly you're excited about different ways to die. He was excited about being burned alive last time as well. Like, bro, get it together, my dude.
Bad, I bet. I don't think dying ever feels good. Yes, how astute. Dying is bad and you should avoid it. How about you stop trying to talk to her and do something instead?
Okay, I only killed you after you killed me first, but even now we don't need to do this again.
Pathetic.
The water is rising faster now. It's flowing in from some unseen place, and judging by the height of the algae on the stairs, it has no intention of stopping anytime soon. You feel it creeping up your back, so cold that it steals the very warmth from your flesh, leaving a smothering numbness in its place.
I've actually not been able to trigger the razor once, so I don't know how about how to go about that one.
Are you really just going to stand there and let yourself die?
It's the one path we've not seen anything of before, because I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, let's think. Where is it coming from? It's coming from some unseen place. Does it really matter where it's coming from? Because I can feel it rising. I don't think we have much time to sleuth. Yes, it matters. Maybe we can find a way out. Maybe we can figure out a way to make this work. This is just a puzzle. We can solve it. Some things aren't puzzles to be solved. Sometimes you're doomed from the start.
Most people are.
Yes, most people are doomed. But in case you need reminding, everyone will be doomed forever unless you stop her.
Okay, Is this about last time? I'm sorry. Now can you let me out?
If this is how you're choosing to spend your last breaths, I won't stop you. But it won't make any difference.
Okay.
The water is up to your chin. You lose your footing, bobbing helplessly in the putrid flood pool. Suddenly, the door to the basement is thrown from its hinges as one last massive wave of water comes crashing down, sweeping you up in a powerful current. You're bashed against the stone wall.
Oh.
You come to a moment later, suspended in darkness, disorientated, only aware of the surface of the water and the emptiness above. And of course, the princess, hovering above you, watching in silence as you struggle to stay afloat in the icy depths. There's no way out. It's so dark and cold, I think our limbs are slowing down. How much longer can we do this? Just keep breathing, we'll figure this out.
Lungs, heart, liver, nerves.
Or we won't. It doesn't
It's
matter
not gonna help us
either
against a
way.
cold.
But you don't have time to figure anything out. Something cold and clammy wraps around your ankle.
Uh-oh.
You're dragged under, only able to take one last hopeful gulp of air before your head is plunged into the freezing depths.
Oh.
As you sink below the surface, you see it. Or rather, you see her. The body you found floating when you first arrived, its hand is locked around your ankle, the heavy chains pulling you both down into the unfeeling, suffocating nothingness.
Yeah, see, that was what I was saying earlier. It's like, oh yeah, water corpse is not nice.
I get it. We shouldn't have killed her. Just get it away from us, please. The past is the past. There's no
How you
change.
doing?
There's nothing to fix. And there's not a lot we can do about the present either. Not unless we think like we should have been doing all along. But there is no thinking as you drown. You desperately try to pull yourself back to the surface again, and again, and again. Your icy limbs flailing desperately against the grip of her rotting corpse. And all the while her ghastly figure stares down at you, expressionless, as unfeeling as the weight around your ankle.
Your lungs filled with water, the same way mine filled with blood. In the end, we're not so different.
But your lungs don't fill, nor will they ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory return.
She's gone, and there's that.
Okay. Back to
It
be
feels
okay.
so- You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear. You don't need to comfort them.
I do, though.
Okay. Feels too good to be true. Whatever makes you happy.
Unraveled. Getting there.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
What? Wait, what do you think about this vessel? Ah,
This
there it is.
one is guarded sorrow. She saw herself as alone, but in the end had the courage to share with another. She will make for a deep heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally been heard. The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Oh yeah. We only need one more.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Hello. You know, Vessel. You can't. You have no part in this game. No. Everything goes dark and you die.
You're on a path.
I know. I am trying to find out how I can get laser. Right.
How do you get that one?
Meow. Exactly.
The razor.
Ah.
What?
Aha. Okay, no, I got it. I got it. Let's go for something that we've totally never seen before then. Let's go for the razor. I think I got what I need to do. But thank you. Okay, we are going to take the blade. Get in there. Hi! Steal your nerves and step forward. And then slay her. Okay, that was too easy. It's over, don't get all worked out.
We should make sure.
Yeah.
What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
So true.
I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Remove the blade or check for pulse? Check for pulse.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one. We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question?
Oh.
Wait, what was that? You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Damn, girl.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
Why are your teeth like that?
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
Okay.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yay!
The razor.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, right. Proceed to the
warning.
cabin.
Before you go any further, she will lie.
It
I
can
know.
be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
Voice of the cheater. Have they heard you before?
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Alright.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Oh god. It makes you crazy, but it has your favorite. Oh. Okay.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped
fuck's
wood and
happening here?
broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Do we? Actually? Do we? Yeah, sure. Okay, let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Okay.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Yeah, that's for sure just the same fucking recording every time.
Scraping? She's not even trying to hide her knife. It's like she wants to get in our head. That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
Oh, I don't like that noise.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Oh no.
There is something so wrong with that voice. Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down. If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
She's like, I can't even move my mouth up this much. Like,
I wouldn't dare hurt you.
yeah, right.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it.
A knife? What are you talking about?
I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife? Girl, you're not slick.
And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
You know, I'm not that good at actually hearing when someone's being ironic sometimes, but even I can tell you're fucking with me right now.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
Are you fucking serious? Prove it then. Prove that you don't have a knife.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
Maybe it's just her razor-sharp claws.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
What if you're just hiding it somewhere secret?
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret.
Also, last time you had very sharp teeth.
Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
Jesus.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious. Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
Yeah, she has two of them, actually. If I come closer, you're just going to stab me, aren't you?
What? No! No! I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason. And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
Aha.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her. She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
You can stab someone with pretty much anything you want, even if it's not something you would imagine has stabbing range if you just do it hard enough or long enough or at the exact same fucking place often enough. So like, bruh.
Do you know who is armed? You. So stop second guessing yourself and do your job. But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Okay. Do you remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that.
Okay. She doesn't remember.
But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Last time? What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth. I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
I like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now. There's so many fucking options. I love it here.
That's so rude of you.
Oh.
Casting judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little bird face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her?
Until I've done all of the exploration options I get, because the exploration options don't make time pass. But that too, okay, they do make time pass sometimes for, like, when it's, oh, she's going to fucking jump you, you need to get out of the way, then they do, but, you know.
We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry, do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now? You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk.
Sucks to be you.
Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity. Fine, and will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Can we just talk things through?
But we don't have anything to talk through. We're strangers and this place is cramped and annoying and you should just come over here and let me out.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
See? We killed each other last time around and I'll do it again. Look, I know that you're mad at me, but I think we both just need to let bygones be bygones. What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you killed me last time after coming back from being stabbed in the heart. Oh, that's good.
That doesn't sound like me. Okay, I'm bored now.
Oh no! I have exhausted too many exploration options. Fuck. Fuck, that's not good.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. Shit. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all.
I didn't even get to ask all of the... This is what I get for saying, oh, the exploration options don't make time pass. You can just...
How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do?
Right.
At least we're safe here. She's still in chains.
She's just going to cut off her other arm. We've had that happen before. She's not in chains. Ever, really.
And those chains stop her from continuing her advance. At least for a moment.
Okay, right now she's still in chains.
She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion.
She is most definitely going to cut off her arm.
And then she slices through her arm.
See?
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here.
I'm sorry, like, one of the very first things we saw were just her gnawing at her arm. Why wouldn't she just cut it off if she has a knife for her left hand arm now? That looks so weird.
She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace.
Also, how sharp is that if it just went straight through the bone? No problem, no splinters, nothing.
Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched.
It's a pristine blade, but it's not very big, is it?
You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defense.
Well, that was worth a try.
She's much better at this than she was last time. Yeah, it's unreal. Bloody cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
Okay, I appreciate the hats up.
With a squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark.
And you die.
And you die.
The arms raise. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
You haven't seen this variation? Oh, yay!
You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp. A constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
I'm advancing a text.
I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
Oh, so she's just gonna go crazy with new power.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight. What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing. Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times?
This is the third.
This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world. Let's just stay focused, shall we?
I'm extremely focused.
The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure. You take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp. That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually. And what if we never do? So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to?
Sure.
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
There's a mirror there.
There isn't a door, there's just that mirror. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Approach the mirror.
Make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Valid.
Reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion. Guess it's time for us to see her again.
Let's go.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Ooh.
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Her dress is getting sharp. Oh, her entire being has gotten sharper. Her dress, her shoulders.
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Oh, are you just going to immediately fucking slash me?
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Uh-oh.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again.
Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival. Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once. Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
What people? It's literally only us and her.
The
And you.
past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal bickering is cut short
Oh, two
by
of
the
them.
sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
How does that even work?
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
Okay.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Yeah.
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
Fighting her, obviously. We're going to appeal to authority, puff up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. That's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. She swords for hands, we down, we're panicking. We're going to fight her and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. All she said is suck. Think up something better. We are obviously going to try flirting with her because that has always worked. Time to rizz up the princess. Well, last time she had one blade, now she just has both of her arms filled with blades, so...
Now, I've tolerated quite a bit from you, but this is a bridge too far.
What do you mean?
Please don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her.
I have kissed this... Not this time around, but we have kissed the princess before. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
Why wouldn't you flirt with the murderous monster? Weakling.
I'd rather not.
Bruh.
It's not like she wants us anyway.
Blade arms cold and hard, lips soft and warm. So fucking true.
I'm fine with it. Let's see where this goes.
Yeah! Okay. How about you buy me dinner before impaling me to death? Give her the look. She wants us, alright? She wants us dead. Wait. I don't actually know how to do my own fucking quotes. Fuck, how do I want that as a quote so badly, but I don't actually know how to add quotes to my own fucking bot. She wants this. That... Yes! Okay, I do know how to work my own fucking bot. Thank you, Flo. Very good. Give her the look. Let's go.
The look.
Yeah, the look.
The look. We've all used it.
Start mewing at her.
Yeah, do you not know about the look?
Even I know about the look.
Wow, Hero's just getting completely fucking trashed here.
You flash the princess the look. And a rosy blush rushes to the princess's cheeks as she breaks into a wide grin. Unbelievable.
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too. Neat.
Oh, be damned. This is actually going to work, isn't it?
Still going to kill you.
Okay.
But now we can both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder.
Oh goodness, wait. These buttons, are all very much not what I want. No. Also, no. No. Oh, whatever. Equal plagiarism. I mean, I did say it because I read out your message, so I win. My chat, my rules.
Or not. At least she likes us.
Yeah.
I've never been liked before.
Blush still glowing in her cheeks. The princess closes the distance between you, blades flashing.
That's so good.
She skewers you.
Yay!
Ow.
What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit?
There he is.
What matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much.
There we fucking go. We managed to raise the voice of the smitten again. See, every single stream we get him. He's there. He's me. I love him for that.
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
We need to work on your self-esteem.
You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you? I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
So true.
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
4 time, I think.
This is 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
It always goes past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Yeah?
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
Oh. Oh no. This is like moment of clarity, except we are actively very much in combat.
As long as we keep moving. We'll win her heart eventually.
Hi.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices.
All the
that
voices.
might stand any kind of chance.
Come on, show me something new.
Okay, Something new. Ooh. What about the stiff upper lip? It doesn't work and she kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaves from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires. It's a mix. It's very much a mix of saving and murdering. Sometimes the family's older voices we awake to now handle fighting a deranged princess.
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you.
Yay!
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. You just have to hit her harder. She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Oh, wait. Oh, God. She's getting... Every time we gain a new voice, she is getting sharper and sharper.
Huh. That didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
I'm so glad we started off with the flirting bit.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes. We can't give up. Okay, let's go again. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
The look. Here it just starts mewing. Yeah.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. None of this is working. Think.
Girl, you should get your teeth checked out. I don't think that's healthy.
She skewers you. We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time. That's all we need. And then everything goes dark. And you die.
Ooh, mutually assured destruction.
Don't lose
What
your
do
head.
you mean,
We're in a
chapter
cabin
4?
and we'll take it from
Chapter 3 was already... What?
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Oh, what if we throw it out the window?
Why would you get rid of our weapon?
Over my dead body.
Oh boy.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
You worried about the teeth? Yeah. I feel like that kind of overbite should get checked out.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
So true.
I'm sure I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you.
Yeah.
How many times have you been here? This
You're
isn't
still there.
good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our
Star-crossed lover.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only...
It's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Good.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again, I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
I'm actually not sure.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Okay.
Are you going to say what she does?
Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists,
Ooh.
splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts.
Why are you starting to turn into modern art?
She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Okay. No more teeth problems. Oh, babe, you should... I was about to say you should gain some weight, you're all skin and bones, but she's literally no skin, no bones, just blade.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Yeah.
Holy shit! She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine.
Voice of the smitten on the side of Monsterfucker for sure, 100%.
Yes, behold the perfect
Voice of the stubborn joins him.
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
Contrarian is just here for the party.
That looked painful.
How is she still alive?
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs.
This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
This is all just
I can hear Smitten, but I don't understand what they're saying. Shoot me for once.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as a blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There's only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and her strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. You do so. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection.
I think you know what
Oh, you get to talk again, despite me banning you from my mind just now. Okay. Yep. Okay. I wish I remembered what questions I asked last time. I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I?
You were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. You can still slay her.
Okay. Are you part of me or are you something else?
No, I'm
That's
not.
I asked that last time already. Never mind. Versions of you said before, so I really was meaning different yous.
You were, and it was by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Do you have anything to say for yourself for all of this
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Okay. You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed. And despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Okay. I was made to do this single task. Who made me? What am I?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
A god? I always knew I was special. I don't want to be a god, I want to be me.
You are you. And if you would let everything work the way it was supposed to, you never would have woken up to the reality of your true nature. There's no accounting for free will.
You're not me, then what are you?
I am an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you.
Oh, yeah, okay. No, sorry, I asked that one before. I'm sorry I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away and stop asking questions?
We've already crossed the point of no return.
Oh, okay, there's no saving you. Oops, sorry. You said she contains death. What is she?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
Okay. I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her. I want you to know that before you die for good. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. Lie, rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. Actually, because we haven't done that one, I do want to slay her this time. So, rest easy, I'm going to destroy her.
Are you lying? I can't tell. But I've said my piece, and my time's up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo.
Yeah. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the 𝓬𝓾𝓷𝓽, a vast and nascent god, and it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is new. What did I do last time? Actually, you wouldn't know what I did last time because the last stream, where you were there for, I ignored him. It didn't ask any questions because I wanted to get the achievement for if you just don't ask any questions. But the very first time we played, wait, that's not what you're referring to. What I did last time is I chose to start it all over with her. To get back into the loop, sorry. The very first time we got the stranger. Because we had the stranger the first time. And then what do we do? I think we got the what happens next. Because we didn't go in with the blade. I think that's what we got last time. The first time, I mean. Hold on. Let me see. Let me check. Strange beginnings beget strange endings. What happens next? Yeah, that's what we got. First time around, we got what happens next. Not take the blade. Yeah. This time around, we are going to actually slay her and not agree to her plan. Last time we agreed to her plan. Siege cabin one last time. Nice. When you arrive at the heart of things, there's no final vassal for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. And then boom! Hello. Hi.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
That's nice. I've missed you too. It feels an endless cascade of smiles in response and then patiently waits for you to continue. You know about the echo. Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
Okay. I'm the 𝓬𝓾𝓷𝓽, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts.
We've had that before. What happens now? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, there's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave? I do truly wish that the skipping wouldn't also, like, fuck over the actual voices for the next unskipped line. Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There's nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us. Okay. Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Aha.
If I let you hold the entire world ends for good, I can't do that.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Okay, and then we fight. Yeah.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it.
Okay.
On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead, all at once. You learn to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives. And yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
It's so good to finally win, even though it was going to cost me my life.
And it was a joy for me to finally face my end. Even when I thought I reached my limits, you showed me how much further I could climb.
Alright. Next one.
I kill you. You kill me. Back and forth we go. Faster and faster and faster. I kill you. You kill me. Hollow eyes watch from the dark corners of a forgotten place flooded by emotions left unspoken. The tide rises. I kill you and me. An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning. To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life. And without me, all that's left to do is linger.
I'm okay lingering.
To linger too long is to become worse than when you started. Would you rob yourself of all context to remain trapped in a single moment? What is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with?
There we go. I would like to know why.
A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that feel it.
Okay. I'm not my body, but I feel my body suffer. I'm not my body, but perhaps others are theirs. I don't feel death anymore. But what am I if I'm not a body?
You are you.
Wow, thanks, girl.
Fear pretends to protect us from loss. To fear death protects from losing a body. To fear ruin protects from losing status. To fear rejection protects from being known. But losing a body is contained within having a body. Losing status is contained within having status. Being known is contained within being conscious. It is in the nature of all things to transform, to go from known to hidden to known again. But when the ceaseless impermanence of all things strips away the finality of endings, what remains of fear? Is it a shelter protecting you from itself? Or is it you took fear by the hand and walked with it into the unknown, and through that, you feared nothing?
Even if I'm not afraid now, the fear of others is real. We can't uphold the harm that everyone suffers just because we're beyond it. I'm not afraid anymore.
then you are one step closer to being free of your bindings.
You are devoured. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. But even after the pain of defeat, you returned.
The dance is its own truth. It is the movement that matters, not the pause you mistake for an ending.
The dance was good, wasn't it? I don't want to think of a world without you.
Then don't.
Wow. As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake. Your will rapidly dissolve.
Nothing is immutable.
Okay. No, we don't want to slay her here. I want.
There's still a piece of me nestled close.
Yep.
It's time.
She's relentless, isn't she?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Okay. And we're going down here again. Good.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
That's okay. Let's take the
That's
blade.
probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
I don't know what you want for us.
I would like for my fucking display lighting to work, actually. Because it's worked just fine the entire stream, but it's fucking up every time we reach the ending scene for whatever reason.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
What's that knife for?
Mm-hmm.
Have you changed your mind?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to kill me?
I am, actually.
What if we just talk for a bit?
No.
Maybe we can figure this out.
No. We are going to slay you this time because that's the one I haven't seen yet.
So this is really it then?
Yeah.
Let's see this through.
I'm sorry.
So this is what it feels like to actually die. I think this is for the best. I don't know what the world would be like without me. But it can't be that bad if it still has you in it. I've always loved you. Don't forget me.
You blink and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. Whatever action brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged and left each of you with a piece of the other. By destroying her once and for all, you also destroyed a part of yourself. But the world hasn't ended. Things continue on.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
No, she's not. A small part of her is with us.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal? It doesn't matter. We don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
Leave the cabin. You leave the basement behind. Then the stairs. And then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here.
Half in the woods outside on empty canvas, but there's even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labor, a world free from death. You're so free. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. Push back and strain against it. But it does not yield.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once, the unyielding tension gives way. And then the shattering. You are free, and before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality, one forged by your will and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. There will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
I knew we'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination. This is nice. No more hunting. No more running. Just us. And whatever's out there. Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him? The whispering and the coercion and the bickering. Everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this.
That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We can do that, yeah? Yeah. We can do that.
Woo! You always not pronounced the same as infinite. Listen, the first time, and I will have to admit, I learned it through that one vine. But the first time I learned that Kansas in Arkansas are pronounced the way they are, despite being written Kansas and the same fucking word, except there's an R, A-R in front of it. Was the day I gave up on the English language and its pronunciations. Near heat death scenario? I guess. I like that they have a cat named Spoons. We did it! Thank you for the pat. Would you look at that? So let me check something real quick. If I go to look at my achievements now. Is there one more route you haven't seen yet? Yeah, hold on. Yeah, this time actually perfectly done on time. Though, to be fair, we did miss out on a bit because I managed to fuck up when I wanted to get to Moment of Clarity, so we got a shorter one. But that's okay. Wow. We got some achievements that are really out there already, though. I'm kind of surprised. Okay, wait. There's an achievement called There Are No Endings. There's a few more variations to the ending after you confront her. That we're going to go for next time. There's also one where you just don't bring her vessels. Where I accidentally managed to do that, right? I wonder. Okay, what should we go for next time then? There's another route to the razor thing, where if you go in unarmed, there's a different one than the sharp one we just got. So I think we should try to get that one next time. We have not seen the one that gives us a seething achievement. We have not seen, so we need the Spectre for that one. Oh, you can get that from Nightmare as well. But because I went Nightmare and got Terrifying instead of Moment of Clarity, I locked us out of that, and then I couldn't get to the Spectre because I fucked that one up. We have seen... Okay, wait. We have seen everything on the Adversary Road except for the Fears ending. Let me see. I'm gonna write these down right now, so next time I can pretend I remember what I said. We don't have Fears yet. We got Tunneling last time. We got the Fury, which gave us Unwound this time. We have Godly, and we already got Dominant, so we don't have anything left on the Tower path. We got Evanescent the first time we played, so we only have Spectre. Spectre. I think I'm going to try going the Spectre path at least, because Nightmare I'll just fuck up again. We want to go Razor and get Beating. We already had... We had Prisoner Grey, which gave us Mournful, and we already had Prisoner Gratuitous, where we took her head with us after she severed her own head, so we have one more on the Prisoner route. Prisoner Guarded. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. Okay. We had the Stranger already. We are technically still missing Moment of Clarity because the last time I was almost there, I didn't bring her the Vessel and fucked that up. I know. I have Wraith already. I've written down Wraith already. We had the Idealized Damsel, we had the Burning Grey Damsel, so we're only missing the Loving Damsel. Loving? We had... Okay, hold on. We had the Thorn Witch. We don't have... Well, we haven't yet seen the Untrusting Witch. Oh my god, hold on. And we had... Which version of Wild did we get last time? Endless or Wounded? Sorry, 1 second. We had the Endless, so we're still missing the Wounded Wild. Wounded. We had Den, which means we also got Woodless, and we're still missing Feral Beast. Jesus Christ, that's so many. Sunday is gonna be fun. I think that's all of them then, though. So, Fierce Adversary, Seething, the Wraith thingy, the Razor where we go in without a weapon, Guarded Prisoner, Loving Damsel, Untrusting Witch, Wounded Wild, and Feral Beast. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. That's enough for one full ride, and then one where I don't know, guess I'll just have to repeat some if I want to get a full last route on her. What I definitely want to see or show on stream for sure is the Moment of Clarity, just because I fucked it up once. I do want to say right, which I'm pronouncing completely wrong because it's another 3rd chapter that we haven't seen yet. And for sure the Razor one where we don't have a weapon if we go in. Also the Loving Damsel, simply because I'm a sucker for that damsel route. Everything else we'll see how that goes. Did we finally get an end where we ended up marrying her? I don't think so. Maybe the lambsing. Maybe the loving damsel. We'll have us marry her. I don't know. But no, I can't say we got one where we married her this time. Nah, yeah. Jesus. But yeah. That's pretty good. Not with that attitude. Oh, would you marry her though? You're basically alone with her. True. But usually you need someone who's like allowed to make it a lasting thing, like legally, to pronounce you married. That's the problem, I think. Also, didn't we get the good ending? Am I stupid? I was so sure we got the good ending. But I don't think I have it unlocked, actually. Oh. I don't know. Surely I could use one of the voices. True. True. Contrarian, maybe. Oh, maybe the smitten one. I thought for sure I had got the good ending, but I guess I didn't, huh? But we got the one that had like this funky little drawing that totally did not look like a proper CG. I'll look into it. Honestly, if the good ending is the thing. Yeah, right, that was it, but it didn't give me an achievement. It didn't give me an achievement. It's okay. I'll just keep it on back burner. If honestly, if the good ending is the one thing that we're still missing, then I don't know anymore either. I'll just do it again, whatever. That's alright. That's it for tonight then, though. I have a basic plan laid out for next time, where hopefully we'll not fuck up and run into an ending. I don't mind running into an ending I wasn't planning on if it's something we haven't seen before. I just would like to not accidentally repeat some we don't need. Unless as one of the voices can help you marry each other. No, I definitely understand. Oh, Jesus. Wait, what do they call it on the Steam page? Slay the Princess is a choice-driven psychological horror visual novel / dating sim with dramatic branching, light RPG elements, and hand-penciled art. Don't even think about trying to romance her. It won't end well for you. I gave her the look and she was blushing, so clearly it did. Don't lie to me. Oh, this is good. This is also someone helped me because a friend of mine also played this game. Basically the same day that we started it, and did, I guess, like not even a full run. Just one ending. And was like, oh yeah, good game, I'm done with it now. I'm like, what do you mean? You didn't even see like a full route come to its conclusion if you just get one ending. That doesn't make sense. That's not how this game works. You don't need to play to 100%. Like, okay, sure, whatever, but you should at least get like a full 5 vessel thing, no? It depends on what you define as a success. Like, the actual Give her 5 vessels. Have the ending song play. Like, you know. That's what I would define it as. You leave now? We're ending now anyway. But thank you for coming by, Brim. What did you misread the title as? Hopefully what it would have said if I wasn't limited by Twitch and what I'm allowed to write on there. Anyway, that is going to be it for tonight. The trying to date her. Oh, okay, yeah, true. Sorry, listen. I say so many things. I say 500 things a mile a minute. And I don't remember what it was I was saying. And then there's a delay, and then I'll be like, fuck, I don't. Hi, TK. I'm sorry, we are literally in the process of ending. Thank you for this. No, thank you for coming. Next time for a few more endings, for sure. Trying to unlock as much as humanly possible in one run. I'm gonna send you guys for a completely different vibe. I'm going to send you guys over to Sybil, who's playing Cuisinier, which I cannot pronounce properly. Which is a mix of what? Like fighting things and raising and farming, and I don't fully understand, but everyone and their mother was playing it when it came out, and it has been out for a little bit, and it looks cozy. So I think we could use some cozy. We'll continue Slay the Princess on Sunday, and on Friday we're gonna do more Atelier, and then on Saturday we're gonna do more Outer Wilds. So thank you for coming by tonight. I wish you all a very, very good night, and bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you for coming.